Okie doke. New day, new nail polish colour. So I am going to now run through doing an invisible shoulder seam. I always get this wrong. That would be horizontal invisible seam on a knit stitch. So you would be doing it like this with your front piece and your back piece facing each other, but I filmed this video last week when I was doing that in real life, and then I must have deleted it or done something funny, so I'm just going to use this one piece and go like this just to show you. And look, that's a little flower I did. That's just me experimenting with some embroidery. But okay, anyway, so we're doing an invisible shoulder seam, so an invisible vertical, horizontal seam. So what you do, in the pattern it would have said that when you cast off your shoulders to leave a little tail, because we're going to use that. So you're going to thread on your darning needle, and see, we're going to look at the anatomy of the stitch again, our lovely knit stitches that are so beautiful, and you can see them with this big yarn. And so we are going to, this is the side that our yarn is attached to. I just kind of go into that little corner first just to get started, and then really I'm kind of starting on this side. So that's just to kind of hook this side on, but I'm really starting on this side. And what I'm looking for is, you can see here that you've got your finishing knit stitches, and you can see them making V's that point towards the edge or V's that point away from the edge, and you're wanting to concentrate on the V's that are pointing towards the edge, and you're going to catch them. So you're going to get your darning needle and you're going to go under and catch the V that is pointing towards the edge of the shoulder. And you're going to pull it through. So you've kind of caught that. Then you go on to the other side and you find your first V. Oh, that one was a tricky one. It was kind of buried under there. So you find your first V that's pointing towards this edge. So they're kind of pointing towards each other really, and you catch them. So you're just literally popping your darning needle under those stitches, okay? And then we carry on. So you don't have to pull it really tight at the beginning, just kind of as you go, give it a little tug. So we find the next V that's pointing towards, we catch. So you can kind of start pulling it together now, but you don't pull to, you don't really yank it. Okay, then we go to the other side and find the one that's pointing inwards, and we catch it, and we continue along. So I'll just keep going. V that's pointing, catch you. V that is pointing, the next V that's pointing inwards, catch. I'll do a few more just so you can see how beautiful it is. So you're just really wanting to line up, and if the pattern is correct, you will have the same amount of stitches on each side, so it will line up perfectly. So if you can see, it probably works better when I've done a few more. They just line up perfectly and you can't even tell. So I'm just making sure I'm catching the next one that's pointing towards the center, and essentially it gets to a point where it just does a lovely seam that you can't tell. Okay, I'll go quickly to the end just so I don't want to take heaps of time. I find this bit quite satisfying. Just, hopefully I've given myself a long enough tail, been known to not. So I'm just catching all the V's that are pointing towards the side seam, like little arrows, beautiful little arrows. Oh, I just went a bit, I'm going to reverse because I got caught on something somewhere. Okay, go back in. Next one, make it to the end. Hopefully my bloody two sides are the same. Next one. Now this one should be the last one. Yep. Okay, so I've made it to the end, and there. Isn't she lovely? Okay, now you just want to go, so now I'm on this side, you just want to go back over and through the edging V of that last one, and then you'll weave in that end, which I'll teach you to do. You don't have to do it right now, you'll weave in the end in your final stages.